Sarah, Setep Rama May I Hotel. I want to show you guys a little something. This is going to go along with my proclamation that I was sent here 52 years ago to take on a body personification so that I could walk amongst the earth people and tell them the dire circumstances of their judgment. The judgment is here. This fire is here to purify this earth. It's going to burn up all the houses of all these people who have utilized criminal actions to become wealthy. They have implemented strategies of dissension. They have implemented strategies of drug addiction. They have implemented strategies of homosexuality. They have implemented strategies of religious dogma. They have implemented strategies of abuse of this beautiful melanated woman right here, as well as the Caucasian women. Now, the people who are accused of doing this thing is Caucasians. The Caucasian race, or the Caucasian species of the human species, have gone and dichotomized themselves from the rest of their immediate family. Their actual launching of existence is us melanated people. They got instructions from melanated people that they were better and that they should utilize all of their ounce of everything, every energy source they have, to just fight all the, like you young black men right now. You learned that from white people. All this violence and this drinking and stupid stuff that's on the earth, all of that was taught to us by them. Before they came on the earth, we did not possess the foolish characteristics that we have right now. We were very divine people. Very divine. We never ever would have sat around and let our circumstances become so wicked that a prophet could come to the earth and tell you that God is here to clean house and then just get ignored. Now that green light and that orange light, I've made perfectly honest and obvious to you guys what they were here to do, why they were doing it out on the ocean. I told you. They're on the ocean now, but they're coming on land. Because see, it's all synchronized. And all of it is for you to get a chance to get your stuff together. But you know what? You guys made it perfectly clear to me that you like living the way you like. And you're willing to take your chance on the Goddess Bastet burning your ass up. That fool that I had a fight with the other night, he told me, I don't give a fuck about your green light. And I looked at him real crazy. I say, do you understand that that green light that you're talking about is the sun? You're saying you don't give a fuck about the sun, right? Well, 35 minutes later, his ass was in jail. Okay, and he's gonna be in there too. Know that, because see, this sun is omnipotent and it sent me here to deal with people like him. Because he's been influenced by the people whose houses you see burning up right now. The ones who has their best interest in fooling us in their school system and in their freaking church system, so we can all end up in their prisons or their labor institutions where we're underpaid and overworked and then overpriced for all the stuff we get to buy. So like I was telling you guys, and like I have been telling you for the last 2 years, these lights are here to kill the earth disturbers. They're going to burn up all the commodities on this earth, all of them. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care how many of you niggas think you're going to come and fight me and take over whatever you think you're going to do. Do it. I don't care, because you know what's going to happen? Eventually I'm going to get a chance to get out of this dumbass body that I hate being in anyway. Because that's the only thing that keep me connected with all you foolish ass losers on this planet. I have tried over and over to be honest as possible with everyone. I know I made a lot of people angry talking about my past and including the people that I shared my past with. You know what? You got to get over that. The reason why you're angry is because you have egos. You have not eradicated your ego. You believe what other people think about you is so important that you will not accept a straight out invitation from your God creator that was given straight to you from an authentic God created man to come here with God energy inside of me and speak to you and let you know everything that's going on this earth God knows about. So if you don't care that God knows it, why should you care that other people know? So you think I betrayed you by saying what I said, but what I want everybody to understand is that that's not me saying that stuff. I keep trying to tell you guys that. That is this fire that you're looking at, that has put a piece of itself inside of me. And that's what be talking to you. I keep trying to tell you, how the hell do you think I know what the sun is going to do? Because the sun is telling me that. That's the only reason I can know. And the only way that I can know. So that's what I've been trying to do. It's a lot of you guys out there that don't understand. When I come around you, it's because the sun brought me around you to see how you're going to act about my divine energy. That's all I am. I don't, you see those police, they tried that bullshit with me and they had to back their ass up. But you other people out there, you do the same thing. You see God and you reject God because you can't be godly. So you reject God instead of listening and trying to become God. You want to kill God just like you bastard did in your own Bible. Killed Jesus and now you turn around and want to worship him after you killed him. This is the foolishness that I was sent to point out to you, to let you know this fire that you see right here is going to burn up everything. All you guys that still out there collecting materialism and judge people by how much materialism they got, I guarantee you, your ass gonna get burnt up. Because you are not needed. You're very foolish and you're not doing anything to conform or change or get yourself together to meet God. So God is not going to do anything to have a part of you. You're just going to be turned back to an aggregate. And when I mean an aggregate, that's a recreation. You've recreated back to your original creation. Then you can lay around for your judgment day as just this stuff you see laying on the ground that you think is nothing because it's black dirt. And you look at it as nothing because some of us are so foolish, we assume that the green is going to be able to process sunlight better than the black. There is no way you can imagine green being able to absorb more light than blackness. The more sunlight you can absorb, the more sunlight you can process. Which means that the sunlight having an interaction with the black melanin of the soil created all the color spectrums that was encapsulated inside of the blackness. So yes, vegetation is green. Vegetation is green because the greenness came from the original vegetation that was in the ground. So when you put a seed in the ground, the information that's in the ground exchanges information that's in the seed. And then the seed wasn't green and neither was the black dirt. But the green comes from the seed and the black dirt, which shows you the green is not that important because the green can be generated from the blackness. So we need to understand that the greenness is not necessary for you to have a unique way to photosynthesize sunlight as plants do, because we have our unique connection and symbiotic way of existing with plants. We can be black and still transfer sunlight and utilize photosynthesis to convert sunlight energy into a food source. Okay, I already know that. I'm not trying to argue with anyone. I just want everyone to understand that the definition of melanin blackness being lesser than vegetation greenness is what's backwards. Okay, now that's something that we need to. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing about it. Melanin is the true source of all colors. Okay, and melanin is at its most perfected arrangement, that which encompasses all color, which is going to be black. You can see the lights on these cars having the same interaction as the lights you see flying around with the UFOs, and also the lights that's in the sun. Now, the people on this earth that's melanated, and you don't see the reason in your heart to try to get away from all the foolish dogma that's been handed down to us from our school system in these churches, I want you to know you are the reason that 52-year-old black men have to be fighting with 26-year-old black men, because that idiot foolishness of dissension is being given to us from our slavers, just like alcohol and tobacco and meat consuming. So there's people out there that can't stop doing those things. They get mad when I attack them and suggest to everyone that you eradicate that from your equation. If you can't stop doing it, just don't stop doing it. But don't get mad at me. The nerve of you to tell me just cause I don't drink or smoke or eat meat, I don't have no right to tell no one else. Yes, I do. Because see, every cigarette you smoke, you put it in the air that other people have to breathe. Okay? And then on top of that, every time you drink alcohol, you are pouring toxins into your body that are designed to kill you. So you are committing suicide. It might be slow, but it's still committing suicide. And as you drink that shit, it makes you be stupid as hell. And then you might go out one night and pick a fight with a person that ain't doing nothing except being themselves, and you're envy and jealous because you sit around all the time and drink and smoke and eat meat, and this person reads books and get anointed by the sun to come down here and talk to people and try to wake people up. But since you don't have any need for the literature coming out of me, you would like to see me as something that you could find below you and that you should beat the hell out of. Well, I see, and I guess you know that you can't do that. And nobody can. And you're gonna pay for what little damage I did have to go through from dealing with your dumb ass. That's why you're in jail now, and you're gonna stay in there. And you that instigated it, you're gonna get yours too, know that. Because see, you're dealing with this fire right here, not me. So I wanna get back to the black people and let you guys understand what's going on. See, this stupid shit that we're going through is because you guys don't want to let go of that decadence that was given to us by the people who wants us to keep fighting each other forever. Now, it could have been both of us in jail, but I'm too wise for that. Like I tried to tell him all the time, you're not listening to me, and that's why you're going to screw your whole life up. I drank that shit for 30 years, I was trying to tell him. And there's nothing good that comes from that. But then he leaves for me and go around other people who gives him that shit. And then put foolishness in his head about how he should act with me around him. So when me and him is here, we don't even have a format, because the only thing I get from him is what these other niggas done put in his head. And when I say niggas, that's what you are. So the reason why I talk like this is because you guys, especially us melanated people, that's aka niggas, you don't understand. The problem is that we are all ignorant as hell, and we need to wake up. And that's what I'm trying to point out to people. I'm not attacking anybody. Like I told everybody, I smoked cigarettes for 30 years, and I drank alcohol for 30 years, and I ate meat for 30 years. So I can't sit here and tell you these things without being a person that know what I'm talking about. I can tell you, I've done it myself. I know how it feels. I know the foolish rewards that you can receive from it, but it's foolish rewards. I hate to tell you that, and that's not even the biggest reward. The biggest thing you're going to win is this fire that you're looking at, because I'm telling you what God said. I didn't make these animals here for you to be eating them, regardless to what that dumbass Bible told you. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your problem is you're following that Bible, and you're not listening to the sun that rises every morning and gives you sustainment. If the sun stopped rising, you wouldn't have no animal on the planet to kill and eat. You wouldn't have nothing to think about, because your ass would not rise either. Now I want you to know that there is no circumstances that I can imagine where the sun will not rise, and for some reason you will. I don't see that being part of the equation. So you need to deal with the true realities of what our existence dynamics are. Alright, that's just all to it. The real true reality of our dynamic existence is that a lot of you people are just jealous as hell because you don't want to put the effort out necessary to prepare yourself to meet God.
In this place of beginning, the idea of race as a mystery, the world is one divided into many.
You believe that giving Bishop Blake your money and all that stupid stuff that you do, paying your tithes, and what is it, praying? A whole lot of foolish stuff. Foolish stuff that the white man done gave you that doesn't matter to anything, add up to anything except your oppression. That's all. That's the only thing you guarantee to get out of it is more oppression. That's all.